Picture this. A passenger gets out of your car, slips on the curb, and decides it's your fault. They sue, and because you've been driving for Uber as just you with no business behind you, that lawsuit isn't coming for your car. It's coming for your house, your savings, your kid's college account, all of it. That's the gap most rideshare drivers don't know they have. And closing it costs about $40 and 20 minutes. I'm going to walk you through setting up an LLC as an Uber or Lyft driver start to finish, even if you've never filed a single business document in your life. We'll cover the name, the state filing, the EIN, and the one tax move that can save you full-time drivers a few $1,000s a year. And stick around because there's one mistake I see new drivers make that quietly cancels out the whole point of having an LLC. I'll name it before we're done. Let's be honest about what an LLC does, because the other videos oversell it. An LLC is a legal wall between your business and your personal stuff. You drive for money on one side, your house and bank account on the other. If something goes wrong on the job and you get sued, that wall is what keeps them from taking your personal asset. That's the whole pitch. And for someone driving strangers around 40 hours a week, it's a real one. Now, does Uber give you some insurance? Yes, but that coverage has gaps, deductibles, and limits, and it only applies while you're actively on a trip. The moment a claim slips past what they cover, you're personally on the hook unless there's a business standing between you and the lawsuit. The second reason is taxes, and I'll get to the specific move in a minute because it's the part that actually puts money back in your pocket. First real step, your name and your state. Your LLC name has to be unique in your state and it has to end with LLC or limited liability company. That's it. So something like Martinez Rideshare LLC works fine. Don't overthink the branding here. Uber riders never see your company name. This is a legal label, not a logo. Go to your state Secretary of State website and use their business name search. Type in the name you want. If nothing comes up, it's available. Takes 30 seconds. And file in the state where you actually live and drive. I know somebody's going to ask about forming in Wyoming or Delaware for the tax thing. Don't. If you live in Georgia and drive in Georgia, you form your LLC in Georgia. Filling out a state just means paying 2 states instead of 1. Keep it simple. Now the actual filing. The document is called the Articles of Organization and you file it with your Secretary of State. Most states let you do this online in about 15 minutes. You'll enter your business name, your address, and your registered agent, which is just the person or service that receives legal mail for your LLC. You can list yourself, but then your home address goes on the public record and anyone can look it up. Hold that thought because there's a better way and I'll show you in a second. Then you pay the state filing fee. This is where people get sticker shock, so here's the real range. Kentucky is $40, most states sit between $100 and $150. California is $70 to file, but it hits you with an $800 annual franchise tax, so California drivers know that going in. Massachusetts is $500. Look up your state, but for most of you, it's around $100 once. After your LLC is approved, you get your EIN. That's your business's tax ID, like a social security number for your company. It's free, it's straight from the IRS at irs.gov, and it takes about 5 minutes. Never pay anyone for an EIN. If a site charges you for the EIN itself, that's a markup on something the government hands out for free. Okay, the tax move I promised. By default, your LLC profit gets hit with self-employment tax. That's 15.3% on top of regular income tax. On rideshare money, that adds up fast. Once you're clearing real profit, somewhere around $50,000 to $60,000 a year after expenses, you can elect to have your LLC taxed as an S corporation. That lets you split your income into a reasonable salary and the rest as a distribution, and the distribution part skips that 15.3% self-employment tax. For a busy full-time driver, that's often $2,000 to $4,000 a year staying in your pocket. Here's the honest part. If you're a weekend side hustle driver making a few $1,000s, the S-Corp is not worth the extra paperwork and payroll cost yet. File it when the numbers justify it, not before. Now you know it exists, which is more than most drivers ever figure out. That's the full process, and if your eyes glazed over somewhere around registered agent, I get it. It's a lot of small steps where one wrong box means refiling. One service I always recommend for this is Northwest Registered Agent. They keep your information private, handle all the paperwork, and their support is genuinely some of the best in the industry. Link in the description. If you don't want to deal with all this yourself, I highly recommend Northwest Registered Agent. They make it super easy and save you a ton of hassle. Let me walk you through it. It only takes 3 to 5 minutes. Click the exclusive discount link for Northwest below. Then on the website, click on the button to get started. You'll be asked what type of business you're starting and in what state, so just select LLC in your state. Next, you'll be asked to name your company, the purpose of your business, and your business address. Then you type in the members of your LLC, add your contact information, and select any additional services you'd like Northwest to handle, like getting your EIN or setting up a trademark. Once you've done all that, all you need to do is submit your payment and you're done. Northwest takes care of the rest for you. It saves so much time and hassle and only takes 3 to 5 minutes to fill everything in. That's why I highly recommend it to everyone. It makes starting your LLC a whole lot easier. The exclusive discount link is down below. Now, the mistake I promised you, the one that quietly cancels out your whole LLC, it's called mixing funds. You set up the LLC, you get the protection, and then you keep running all of your Uber money through your personal checking account. The second you do that, a lawyer can argue your business and your personal life are the same thing, and a judge can pierce that legal wall like it was never there. They call it piercing the corporate veil, and it's exactly the disaster you formed the LLC to avoid. The fix is simple. Open a separate business bank account, route your Uber and Lyft payouts into it, and pay your business expenses from it. Keep the money separate and your protection actually holds. That's it. Name, state filing, EIN, the S-Corp move when you're ready, and a business account to keep it all clean. Do those and you're driving as a real protected business instead of just hoping nothing goes wrong. If this helped you feel less lost, hit like and subscribe because I've got more of these coming for gig workers. And drop your state in the comments, I'll tell you the exact filing fee and any weird quirk you need to watch for.